do you think there's some correlation with your astrology sign and what you main in Valorant? Is there a particular sign that just legit just cannot aim?
Spike planted.
Need that back.
What the fuck?
One enemy remaining.
Trinity, you're welcome. My ult's ready.
What the fuck? And I run out of bullets. Bullet. I have spent many hours doing my research on figuring out what everyone plays based on their astrology sign. Okay, everyone tell what I think they main and what I think you need to main to kind of help out with your issues.
Libras are the best.
Watch, tell me if I'm wrong, but I know I'm gonna be right. If I'm right, you should subscribe to me. Even if I'm wrong, you should also subscribe to me. But yeah, let's get started. Let's start off with Libra. So usually Libras play a lot of Sage and Killjoy. So Sage, I think that they like to pocket Sage a lot. And you know, like those e-boys, like fuck them. Stop being nice to them. They do not give a shit about you. They'll probably replace you. So stop playing Sage. And then also Killjoy, because I feel like mostly I just embody Libra as being an e-girl. So by correlation, I would just assume that they would just know how to play Killjoy. And so I decided that, you know, that you guys should just start playing Reina. As you know, you need to learn how to grow some goddamn balls. And I feel like Reina will help you with your self-confidence for yourself, but I still love you. And I appreciate y'all, and I will protect you. So next up we have Aries. So normally Aries is a very aggressive sign. If you do not play these agents, then you're on Aries. I would like to express that. So I decided on Jet and raised as usually Aries main. Jet is you get what you want. You usually just install on Jet and just call it a day. Could be extra toxic and also slur at a woman. And then honestly, later on, you'll hit them up later because, you know, something about those Jet mains, just saying. And Race, you will just mauled at your teammates when you sub-brosa your ult and then just blame your teammates instead. That makes absolute no sense. But, you know, you're great at the shoddy. And, you know, keep it going, I guess, on Race. And so I decided that Aries, since you guys got a lot of anger issues or whatever, I decided that you guys should play Cypher to kind of control your temper and also to learn patience. I'm pretty sure Master Uwe said some shit like that. Just saying, I think this will be beneficial to you. So next up we have Capricorn. Capricorn is usually known for having a really big ego. So if someone just one-taps you every single round, you know, it just really just destroys your ego. And it makes you like play like a P-word. You know the P-word I'm talking about, right? Yeah. Passive, obviously. Come on guys, like there's no other word besides that. But yeah, I feel like usually Capricorns play a lot of Chamber and Viper. So Chamber, because, you know, Chamber mains used to have like the biggest egos and then they got, you know, deflated from like getting rid of that Chamber meta or whatever. And also like people just don't like you. Like, I don't know. I'm just gonna be straight up. Like Chamber, like me included, I don't like Chamber, so sorry. And I also put Viper. Viper, you got a little ego or whatever. And, you know, I just feel like putting a shipping in a slide just makes sense. And you're a little toxic sometimes. And I suggest for you to play Sky. If you play Sky and master it, then imagine how much praise you get from your teammates. The amount of times that Sky got nerfed, you're a god. Like, think about it. Like, if you play her really well, you'd be a god. And that would feed into your ego, right? That'll make you really happy. But yes, I appreciate y'all. Don't kill me. I know I give Capricorns a lot of crap, but you know what? I love them. But if you try to ego me, I will put you in your place as an Aquarius. I just want to like express that right now. But yeah, love y'all. Next up, we have Scorpio. So, you know, I kind of wanted to keep the, you know, the death theme that they have going on there. And also, I need someone that has like a quote unquote, I gotta live, so I can clutch type of vibe. So I feel like Scorpios like to do that. They love to clutch. And honestly, they're really good at it. So I thought that usually Scorpios may either fade or deadlock. Fade because she's super intense, and honestly it just works. And I think you just love hearing your voice lines because it's about death and dying and stuff, and she just wants to give people nightmares. The worst of the worst, you know? And deadlock because, you know, there's a lot of structure there, and honestly you're just not really looking for a role that is very aggressive. So I suggested for you to play Omen. Omen is, you know, he also has a death vibe also going on. And like, it's the same vibe. But you gotta stop being mysterious and actually play with your team. So I put you on Omen so you can be a team player. Next up we have Sagittarius. And usually I always complain about this, but Sagittarius is known to have a lot of commitment issues or whatever and running away from their problems. So I decided that Sagittarius usually play Yoru and Killjoy. Yoru because, you know, they just like to run away when things get hard because, you know, you get TP out of there. And Killjoy, you rather just play on your util instead of, you know, using your gun. And honestly, I think it's time for you to actually use your gun. So I suggest for you to play KO. KO's flash is really short, so then you're forced to fight to actually survive. And honestly, I think like you need to be a little aggressive instead of just running away from your problems. In real life and in game as well, you know? Next up, we have Aquarius. Aquarius is known to have a really big brain, and you only play big brain agents or whatever. Yeah, totally. I, as an Aquarius, would play totally these agents or whatever. So I gave you guys Sova and Astra. Obviously, Sova for lineups, Avi. And Astra because she's overcomplicated, and like, you know, like the amount of times that you like kind of key smash yourself to like hopefully you get the ability that you want, really difficult. If you can play her really well, I think you're a superior Aquarius or whatever. So for the agent that I decided for you to play, I decided on Brimstone because I was like, you know, play someone really easy. You know, you overthinker. Like, stop overthinking your life and stop overthinking the game. Like, play something that would actually stop stressing you out. So next up, we have Cancers. Cancers, my babies. I love y'all, but when I say y'all are babies, I literally mean it. And maybe this is where my toxic teammates come from, but you know, that is just a theory. So like, don't come after me or whatever. As you know, I decided that you should Cancers play Sage or Sky. You know, mommy Sage, like there's anything else I have to say about her, but you just want to heal and be appreciated. And that's okay to have a praise kink, but because like, it does no harm to anyone else, but like, you know, yeah, I think there's something more than that. And then we have Sky. You know, sometimes when people take your Sage, then you can still play Sky, who can also heal as well. And you just enjoy being appreciated or whatever. So, yeah, I think that's what you usually main. And decided that usually... Okay, I went a little hard on Cancers, but I think that you guys should play Phoenix. You know, Phoenix, you can only heal yourself. You know, you're a one-man team. Like, that is what I need. I need you to have that perspective that you are your only team. And honestly, that's how you're gonna win your games. Because that's probably how you're like losing so much RR right now. Because you're not thinking for yourself. So next up is Taurus, you stubborn and mother effers. People are just forced to listen to your IGLing because you just use intimidation on them like a goddamn Pokemon trainer. So I decided that usually Taurus plays Brimstone and Raze. He's in control of everything, and I don't know, he gives a lot of structure for everyone. And normally Smurfs, like usually Veil Smokes, like they will play Brimstone. That's like the only Smokes player that they are unlocked. And then also, I just think you play Raze because you're a wild person internally, but you can't really see it, so you just show in your gameplay. I decided that you should start playing Deadlock. Anyone can quiet, walk past your trips, and you have to adapt and actually, you know, change up your setup once in a while. I think this will help you, like, you know, think outside the box and stop being so goddamn stubborn, you know? Like, if they see one setup, they're probably gonna be like, okay, I'm not gonna, like, walk here anymore, you know? So, like, you know, do better. Okay, we're gonna do Pisces. So Pisces, I decided to give, you know, a little, like, thing about Pisces is that very, like, huge daydreamers. They love escapism. They just love, you know, things that are outside of our own world, outside of real life. You know, maybe that's why they play Valorant. You never know. So I decided that usually Pisces play Astra and Fade. Astra because she's very worldly or whatever, and that's the closest thing you can get to daydreaming. Every time you go into your Astra form, that is like practically a daydream moment. And Fade because, you know, alter ego type of vibe, and also the whole, like, you know, her whole complex about like saving herself, and, you know, maybe that's an issue for Pisces or whatever. I don't know because I ain't a Pisces. So I decided that Pisces should play Sova because Sova is super structured, and you need structure in your life. Do not date a man that has no structure, obviously. Just play the agent that has the most structure. And that is how it works. Trust, trust, trust. Next up, we have Leo. Oh my god. Leos. I'm just gonna say this. I used to love y'all. But then, yeah. Yeah, no. But, you know, obviously for Leos, I decided on Reina, you know, for complex reasons and your e-dater personality. If you're surfing, don't be an asshole about it. They're not your immortal teammates, so, you know, get that in your head and stop asking your iron teammates to play better because they actually don't know what they're doing. And, you know, also Clove as the Reina adjacent if you can get Reina. And then usually you only smoke for yourself. You don't smoke for your team. So honestly, you just suck. Because practically at the point, there's no smoker. And you need smokes to play a game. I'm just going to be straight up. So I decided that you should learn how to play Breach. Because, you know, you need to play the most ultimate support character, and you gotta stop having this complex or whatever, and stop looking for kills and play for your team. Okay? Okay. So we're going into Gemini. As you know, Geminis are known to have a lot of personality, maybe a little too loud or whatever. So obviously, I gave them. So obviously, I picked Gecko and Neon for Gemini. And so, you know, Gecko, obviously, he's really colorful. And as you know, Geminis are known to be very colorful people inwards, but Gecko is colorful outwards. And then Neon, she has a lot of movement, so honestly, you just do whatever the frick you want. Just go to the flow type of gal. That's what I feel about Geminis. So I suggest you start playing Viper. So you gotta be using your head a little bit more, you know? Like, Geminis are known to be a little gaslighty or whatever, and honestly, Viper's character is practically a gaslighter. So it just kind of works out. Ever since she got nerfed with one Molly, you gotta use double the brain power to actually play her. So I think that'll be beneficial for you and kind of help out with your ADHD or whatever, because you gotta focus up. Last but not least, we have Virgo. So it's decided for Virgo that usually you main Harbor, Cypher. Harbor because you gotta use a lot of your brain to get smokes, and playing smokes will give you some type of structure because, you know, you're wanted or whatever. Cypher because he's a stable person to play in the meta, meta, and lots of thinking. So then, like, you know, you gotta like throw your cage a certain way without like effing it up or whatever. So I decided that you need to think more for yourself and gain more confidence, and you should play Yoru. And, you know, like, don't be a team player. Like, you're normally a team player, but, like, you know, I'm telling you to play Yoru to think more for yourself. Yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments if I was right about your mains or if I was just completely wrong. I just want to know. I'm just really curious if my research actually was worth it. But yeah, have a good day.